What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to redo your window or door trim. I have my R32 Skyline here, and the paint is really chipped up on it. It is a 30-year-old car, so I mean, it's not totally uncommon for that to happen. So what we're going to do in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to basically just take your trim apart, take off the old paint, and put on some nice new just flat black primer. It's going to be a pretty short, easy video to follow. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this window trim removed and let's get into the video. So here's my R32 Skyline window trim. You can see obviously there is chrome under here, and that black, is not holding up too well. I already took the trim off of this side, but the same thing for over here. The window trim is not very good, and this is my door trim. Up here is okay. We get farther down, like it doesn't look good at all. So, and then obviously this side, as you guys can see, chipped up really good, and yep, right here as well. And my window trim on the rear is pretty good, so I'm gonna leave that for now. And a lot of it is rubber, so I mean, I don't have to, I'm not gonna paint on rubber. But this is kind of just old crap here. I can just kind of sand off or get a blade and run it here and then kind of graze it off and then repaint it. All right, so my door trim was really easy to get out. All I had to do was just pop the one end up and the rest just kind of slid up. It might be a little bit different in your vehicle depending on obviously what vehicle you have. It could be clips or something like that, but this just slid right out. So there are two different options you can do to take off the paint. You can either get a blade, and depending on, because mine, if you can see it here, it's not paint. It's basically almost like a little rubber, sealant that's on the top here. But I can't really, it's a little thicker than paint, so I can't really sand it down. But for these here, this is paint. I'll be able to sand this down no problem pretty easily. But obviously the first option is, like I said, use a blade. You can run it all the way to the bottom here, and then you can just kind of pick it right up. Or you can use some 80 grit sandpaper. I'll get some out and show you guys how to do that here in a little bit. Just kind of rub it down and get all that paint off.
Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, do it to you. Let me do you like Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you, do it to you. Let me do you like.
All right, so I made a huge mess with the door trim, obviously, because I had to use a blade for that one. And then for this one though, for the window trim, or the top window trim here, these two right here, it is really easy to get off because it's really thin. As you can see, I have 80 grit sandpaper. I'm just going along here and just rubbing, and it's coming right off. So I'm gonna go ahead, just keep on rubbing it with 80 grit sandpaper and wait for the next step. So I got about halfway done with this with the 80 grit sandpaper. What you're going to want to do, I'm going to skip this process on the video, but what you're going to want to do is after you're done with the 80 grit, you can jump up the grit to 120, 400, just kind of go up in steps, do the same process, wipe it down, just get it all nice and smooth, and then you'll be able to go to the paint process. For paint, I am using just Krylon Fusion All-in-One paint and primer, flat black, obviously, for obvious reasons. And yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to skip to the painting process and let's get to it. So as you can see here, I laid down cardboard so we don't get the cement all painted black. I did get a little bit there. But basically for the painting process, it's really easy. We got our spray paint here. I already did it, obviously, but all you're going to have to do is just start from one side, and you can just do, this is really small. So I can literally just did one line, boom, stopped, boom, another one. And then it was done there. And then if you wait another, 5 minutes or so, you can put on another coat and get another one on. That's what I did. Pretty easy, not too bad at all. Also, another process, you can go side to side too. If you wanted, if it's a little bigger of a piece, you can go side to side like chin, 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 chin. Really easy, not too hard to do. I'm going to let this dry. It says 20 minutes to touch and an hour to handle, so I'm going to wait like an hour or so and go ahead and throw it back on the car, but it's looking pretty good. I threw on about 3 coats, by the way, if you guys are wondering. All right, so we skip forward a little bit. It's been a few days now, and I put the trim back on the car. It actually looks extremely well. This window trim looks really good, and also the door trim also looks really good as well. I really like the way it turned out. It makes the car look a lot better since I don't have the paint chips now around the window and the doors. I really like the way it turned out. So yeah, pretty easy process. honestly nothing too hard to do. Like, it was not very hard at all. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below if you guys have any other ideas you want me to do in the future. And I will see you guys in the next one.